Or should I do mine?
No. That's not what we discussed. Remember, Kyle? Guess what?
Yes.
We've got a little bit of a unique intro for this episode.
Correct.
You get to choose. Do you want to listen to Jackson's intro first or my intro first?
So we're listening to both?
I guess so.
Right. Let's go with. We'll go with Jacko's first.
Okay.
Good
I'm
choice.
glad.
He's fresh. He's fresh to it.
Yeah, save the best for last.
I'm nervous. I'm very nervous. Here we go.
No, we go. But
That's the take. We'll use that take.
Because I only want the Russian government to know my dirty secrets.
your job's to sit there and just take it like a man.
Get on the ground. Oh dear.
Yes. Sit down on the ground, take it like a man, and yes. So yeah, that's my ripper of an intro, I guess.
We have a confession, mate. Jackson shared his with me, and I shared mine with his.
Yes,
and he found mine quite amusing.
Yes, it was very on par for what Troy does.
To be fair, I've got more experience, and also you shouldn't use the same music that I've already used.
I know, but you shared it with me, so I'm like, I reckon I can use that again.
Did I send you? I was going to send you a different song. I was going to send you something. I was going to send you something for the outro.
Oh, okay, all good.
But that's all right. I'll get around to doing it another.
So without further ado, Troy's intro.
Well, I guess you could say technically.
Oh, that's loud.
Poo. Get out of bed.
Daddy, what's masturbation?
Oh dear.
Big Google knows your fetishes. But yeah, just some funny trivia. Yeah, apparently all the milk everyone's drinking, more than half of it is from Victoria.
Think about what you could be drinking instead.
A mosaic mermaid with tits.
Here's where all the milk in Victoria comes from. Yes.
Amazing. I wanted to say that. I should have done it the other way around. A mosaic mermaid with big tits. Think about what could be drinking instead.
Welcome to episode 115 of the intro off version of the Average Blokes podcast. I'm Philip DeJacko, not to be confused with Philip DeFranco. And along with me is Jim Jones and Prestiplier, who apparently
Jim Jones, I just noticed that.
And yes.
Drink the Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
Was that Jim's Jones? No, that's Jonestown. I'm thinking of a different one.
Yeah, no, he was the cult leader of Jonestown, though.
But did they drink the Kool-Aid? Is that right?
Well, that's where the saying comes from. Oh, drink the Kool-Aid, but technically,
it wasn't actually
Jim
Kool-Aid,
Jones was a stingy man. They drank Flavor Aid, which is the knockoff.
Yeah. but they had some sweet Nike kicks.
Could have had cool.
And he had some dope sunnies.
Could have what was the Australian cordial brand? Coddies? Should have had Coddies.
Yeah.
Coddies, yes. Coddy.
I like best.
Yes.
They don't have Coddies anymore. They don't have Coddies anymore. They've got Coddies.
I'm sorry. I the reference goes over my head. I apologize.
It's like an Indian way of saying Coddies.
Oh, okay.
Like Cuddy.
Someone's been doing the okay.
3 minutes in and we're peaking on racism.
Already pulling that.
That's a record. Speed run almost. But yes.
At the I like best.
Yeah, so we don't condone it, but we do borderline on the edge sometimes. Yeah, so welcome back. I can't complain. I think, actually, you know what? Last episode, if you those who listened to the whole episode of the last one, if you weren't watching visually, what you didn't see was me running off in a dash in my underpants. And so if you want that bonus video content, go watch the YouTube channel. And also, we could be, or am, I'm not sure, live on Instagram. So check out the Average Blokes podcast Instagram. There'll be a follow button in the notes below. So we appreciate your support.
Man, you sound really professional at this.
Do I? I don't think so. Yeah. I wouldn't think so. But anyway, if you say so, I'll take it. Jim Jones, what's been happening in your neck of the woods, in your town?
Oh, not a lot. I had a job interview, still with the unemployed friend though, and I mowed yet another lawn.
Oh damn,
So this time with the
Damn,
ride
he's-
on, so it was much more enjoyable.
damn,
Ah.
he's good.
I just
It's good.
realized.
What have you realized?
Well, my grass is almost up to knee height in one
Oh.
area. It
Well,
wasn't
then.
like that last week, but you know how it works. Grass can the grass
Yeah, I
grows
guess yes. Yeah, grass doesn't grow. So yeah.
on the other side.
How are you feeling? Press apply.
I'm
Feeling
good.
good after your wedding? Finally getting married?
Ugh, nah, been married a while. Had no idea that he had actually gotten married. That's interesting, but
Yeah, at this rate, like we keep saying, Troy, Iron Lung is never coming out.
at this point, I don't even care.
What's Iron
know.
Lung?
I am honestly, this sounds so bad, but I hope that it is like a bomb. I hope it's terrible.
I
hope
mean,
it
the
was a
problem is when
complete
they
waste of time.
Yeah, when he announced it, everyone's like, "Oh, I'm so excited! I'm so glad you're working on something you're so passionate about, you know." And this video game is gonna really, propel and stuff. And all we hear is excuse videos of why it's not out and like, "Oh, I apologize for not making videos on YouTube." Or I apologize for this. I'm like, we don't need.
It's not even that, but you can't say something's almost done and then keep saying it for a year. You can't say something's, like. Yeah. It's people aren't going to be like. You could always say it's still in the works. It takes a long time, etc.
Correct. Yeah, it is odd, but I'm sure he has Mr. Hollywood himself has reasons. It's funny because the old saying like "stay in your lane" for me is like such a.
I was
It's
actually
such-
thinking that, like,
Yeah.
but you shouldn't say stay in your lane, like realistically.
Not really.
Not really. If you're a person who, how do I explain this? If you're a person who has reached like the highest point in what you're doing, then it's good to move into something else that's similar or move. It's always better to keep improving. That's one thing I
Yeah.
don't really do much of is improving anything.
Correct.
Which I was talking to Courtney about that earlier. I was like, I need to start doing more stuff, basically.
Yeah, it's fair enough. Yeah,
You
because
considered taking up a drug habit.
Well, I mean, no. You can't take a habit that you already got. But all right,
True. Can't lose what you don't have. I was gonna say because the reason why I said about like staying in your lane is that a lot of WWE wrestlers they may find their ways into Hollywood after being in the business for so long as well. Like, and The Rock is a prime example. However, his latest movie, Cool, what was it? Not the boxing
Smashing
UFC.
machine.
Smashing
He's been
Machine.
he's been doing really bad lately in general. He's
Yeah.
not very popular.
Yeah, because the problem. So I think the problem is because this
Problem is
year
he stopped taking steroids.
No, he actually lost weight for that movie. But the problem
Correct.
is The
This
Rock
year.
himself in the WWE fandom. He's kind of lost a lot of fans have dropped off him because he was meant to be like there was a massive storyline going on and there was going to be a massive end point.
Is
but
he
The
even
Rock-
still in the WWE?
Kind of yes and no. He's in the
Yeah.
on the board of TKO.
He keeps coming in just when he needs cash.
Essentially, yeah, that's pretty much accurately enough. But yeah, so like he was meant to be on this storyline that had a massive payoff, but it never
Anyway,
happened.
moving on.
No, but this is what I'm saying though, because the reason why it's probably
Yeah.
because his popularity's dropped.
Yes, it's correct. His popularity's dropped because he's basically just a NPC, but he's a movie star NPC. Like if you asked that man what his political views were, I'd love to see him try and calculate out of that situation.
Yeah.
Because how do you say what that is without pissing off someone? Because every time he gets asked any kind of controversial question, he doesn't actually answer the question. He dodges it like a politician.
Yeah, well, he's gone all corporate. Like he's all corporate now.
What do you think? Like, if someone said, "What do you think about women in the WWE or something?" I don't know. They're great. It's good to have them in it, and it's just the girls are getting out there and doing their thing. Like that's how he answers questions.
Yeah.
Oh, what did you think of? What do you think about Palestine and Gaza? I think we should be helping all people in their struggles in life, and that's why you should go see my new movie, kicking it.
Yeah, because a funny example about the stay in your lane type thing here. This is a great example. So this is another pro wrestler who's like in his later years. He in 2019, 2020 went on to be casted in a movie called The Money Plane. Now, if you don't know what The Money Plane is, it's essentially an aeroplane version of Ocean's 11.
Lovely.
So they're trying to break into a plane.
Essentially, kind of, yeah. So this plane flies off and flies
Steal a bunch of
around in
cash.
not what's the word? Where it's like neutral waters or neutral airspace where anything goes. He's trying to get money back for this person. However, so the funny thing is, right? So the pro wrestler is called Adam Copeland, also known as Edge, if you know who he is. However, this movie also stars Kelsey Grammer, which is crazy because the people who made the movie didn't think they'd get him, but he accepted it. The budget was $586,000. It made a whopping $618 at the box office.
Ooh.
Wait, it made $618
at the box office.
So
what?
like
A couple hundred people saw it, and that's it.
Yeah,
I don't even think it's that many people. $30 a ticket. What's that like? Like 50 people?
I think the problem is because it released in July 10, 2020, so right as COVID started. So
it should have
unfortunate timing.
Should have been a straight to. I almost said straight to DVD, but straight to streamer release.
Yeah. So that's just another example, like stay in your lane. But yeah, because like the wrestler himself thought he had like a good opportunity of making it to Hollywood because like he's seen other actors who made that transition, like John Cena, for example, and The Rock. And now like even this
Now's my
year,
chance.
even this year in WWE, there's been like two main roster guys who've gone off to do movies, and it's kind of like the presence really been. The absence has been felt. Like the shows haven't felt as exciting because like these wrestlers are out doing real movie stuff. But anyway, that's just what I wanted to go on a tangent about.
Look, if you want, we'll do a whole WWE episode, and we'll go through the history. We'll talk about Hulk Hogan's racism, etc.
That's what you're about to say, the Holocaust. I was like, wait,
we're not going to do that.
Listen here,
we're not going to do that. But I will mention one more thing about WWE. It's to do with my highlight is that WWE is in Perth, Australia this weekend, and so I'll be watching that all weekend, and I can't wait.
Good.
That's
so
it.
you won't be.
True
that means you
fan.
won't be streaming Splatoon for 3.5 hours.
Well, it's tonight, tomorrow night, and then Monday night.
So I might
So
be able to fit an hour in of streaming Splatoon. He says.
Well, since you said you changed the starting time to 9 o'clock, I'm like, oh, I can play 30 minutes, and so I did.
I saw like a video pop up on my thing of obviously your channel, and it said like, the short Splatoon playthrough. No, this was 3 hours of you playing the game. Apparently.
Oh, okay.
I'm guessing it was a
Stream
stream, and then you put it on YouTube. But I'm sitting there going, how does he have time to play 3.5 hours of bloody like?
Well, let's
Splatoon?
ask Kyle. Hey, how many hours do you think you'll be playing Battlefield 6 tomorrow?
Well, considering it comes out at 1:30 in the morning.
How many days, Jackson? How many days will be playing?
If you guys don't
We'll
hear
never
from
see
me
you
in the next
again.
month,
Next episode of the podcast.
I'll have
guys,
Troy
we
play
didn't-
Steve.
How much Battlefield
Like
you
I've been in
playing?
an actual war. I've seen things, boy.
Troy, we might need to find another young boy with glasses to come on the show. Okay. Yeah.
The Battlefield. And you have the Battlefield.
You playing your gay little soldiers game.
Yeah. You gotta play your gay little war. That's it, war enactment.
You gay little war sim.
Yeah, that's it, war sim.
That makes sense. Oh, goodness me. So, is that your highlight that tomorrow you're just going to be glued to Battlefield all day, I guess?
No, I mean, I'd like to be glued to Battlefield all day, but I've got things to do, so.
Yeah, that's fair.
But for most of the day, yeah, brother.
Okay. So that's your main highlight, I guess.
So, Jackson, why have you got the name Philip De Jacko?
Because it's
I'd be
funny.
curious.
It's funny, right?
I mean, yeah, it is amusing.
You could have added 2 F's to the end of it, and well.
That's just your opinion.
But were you trying to do Philip DeFranco?
Yes.
Okay, good. I was just making sure.
I did say in the intro that I'm trying to be Philip DiGiaco, inspiration by Philip DeFranco.
Have you watched any of his videos?
Nope.
What do you mean? Oh, do
I
you
just
even
know
know
of his existence. I know he's a YouTuber or whatever he is. He's a social media influencer.
Social media influencer.
He's a YouTuber. He's a YouTuber.
Yeah,
What does he
yeah.
do on YouTube, Jackson?
He covers politics mainly in the US and news, and it's about all I'm
It's
aware
just
of.
it's just technically news. It's
Yeah.
not really. It is political, but it's all news
Yes.
because I listen to his videos almost every day
Yeah, well, okay, fair enough.
because American news is so much more interesting
Troy?
than our news at the
It's
moment.
its own little
Sorry.
circus, isn't it?
Yeah,
Oh, it's just a shit show.
think of it watching instead.
Oh, it's so good. But I actually half the time I skip through, depending on if it's Donald Trump related or not, I'll skip through it or not. Like they apparently caught the guy who set the LA fires the start of the year or something. Was it
Oh,
LA
okay.
fires? Yeah, apparently that was lit by some guy, so that was interesting because you heard a lot about that. And but I also listen to his world news stuff because he talks about what happens in different countries and what's happening in Palestine and that.
He acknowledges that other countries exist. What a good American.
Well, I wouldn't be listening to his news channel if he didn't acknowledge other
I mean,
countries
that's true. Good
and
point.
world news. But apparently, yeah, they've broken a peace deal,
Yes,
which is nice.
supposedly.
about
We'll
time.
see how that
Oh.
goes.
I was on our favorite website X earlier,
Uh-huh.
and apparently the peace deal's already been broken. So
Oh, of course, I knew that was coming.
Yeah, but
Who would've known?
Who's
Yeah, but
saying
who
that?
broke
though?
it? Probably Israel.
yeah.
Was it Israel who said no? No, we like killing people.
See, the problem is you saw that on X. You didn't see that on Truth Social.
That's true,
Oh,
actually. Yeah, you
well.
didn't see it on Truth Social. So fake news. Where
Fake
is it?
news.
Damn it, it's not here.
It's all fake news.
I don't give a
No, that's the wrong.
Well, that
yeah,
works.
that'll
I
do.
don't give a damn. Stop it.
Yeah, you'll find it eventually, I'm sure, Troy.
It's all fake news.
There we
it's
go.
phony stuff.
Phony stuff.
It
Didn't
didn't happen.
Wow. Troy, do you practice that one much? I feel like you play that one a lot anyway.
I'm very. Do you know how good I've gotten at going? It didn't happen.
Yes. It's phony.
No, that's not true. That's not true. It didn't happen like that. What do you mean? I saw you do it. No, you're wrong. It didn't happen.
Yeah, it's very, very persuasive,
gaslight.
aren't you?
Just gaslighting people constantly. I saw you steal that. No, it didn't happen.
It's phony stuff.
Didn't
It's made up.
It's phony stuff.
Yes. All right. Press apply. What highlights do you have? if
My
any?
highlight of the week is I actually recorded a couple of videos and spent like pretty much about 8 hours of my free time editing a video, and I'm quite happy with the results.
You're
I'm quite
finally a
happy with it,
Sorry.
but I don't think it's going to get that many views just because of the times, basically.
Mhm. Yeah.
The times we're in. I looked up gaming on YouTube because I was curious, because obviously it's a video game let's play thing, but a lot of the gaming stuff is just it's like 80% Roblox, 20% Minecraft or something. Like
That is a
legit,
shame, isn't it?
and legit. I am every single second video, almost every video that comes up just by searching gaming or going, it comes up with brain rot this, brain rot that. Watch me get this brain rot character in fucking Roblox, and I'm like, what the? I had to look up brain rot specifically because I didn't think they were talking about what I thought they were talking about.
So I've just
But
gone.
it was. It's like it's like they're ironically using the term brain rot in an ironic way. So it's like fucking it's brain rot content, and they're literally calling it that, and that's getting shit ton of views from all these bloody teenage little kids and whatnot.
So I don't know if it's an algorithm thing for you or not, but I went on the YouTube app. I've gone to the gaming tab, and I'm seeing Mario Kart Wii, Skate, Pokemon, Just Dance 2026 because everyone loves that. GTA 5.
Go into your search thing and search gaming and see what comes up. Maybe it's biased because I went into incognito mode and tried it that way first.
Ah, yeah, because I'm signed in,
when
obviously.
And then when I did it with when I was in my actual account, it came up with the same stuff. So I don't know if it just altered the algorithm for me, but even searching popular, what's the most popular games being
The frick
played
is that
on
game?
YouTube? Like
Someone's doing a
Roblox,
mobile
Minecraft
gaming video
are
looks
both up
very.
there.
Someone looks like they're doing a PUBG like mobile stream where they literally. This is the thumbnail. I'm
They're
saying.
holding the phone, are they? They're holding the phone
Yes.
in the
Why are we
thumbnail.
watching people playing on their phone?
Gee, everybody loves watching PUBG.
Apparently, WWE Crown Jewel is gaming, which is not. NFL,
Of
that's
course.
not gaming. Rural Civil Engineer, that's not gaming. Oh, actually, he said it's gaming because he's playing a game, but anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not seeing any Roblox or Minecraft, so I guess it's.
Well, did you
That's
turn
signed
off?
in, though.
Did you put it on incognito mode and see what comes up?
Oh, but then I have to flame and do this. And
It takes like 5 seconds. You just click the button.
I know.
Anyway, while Jackson's doing that, so yeah, Kyle, does Jackson told you about what we're going to be talking about?
Oh, damn it.
Oh no, actually,
No,
what
he
was
has
your
not.
thing?
Oh,
What was
damn
your
it.
thing?
So,
your
I
topic.
noticed that you guys probably spend as much time on YouTube as I do,
Mhm.
and there's the new YouTube, like the games you can play on there.
Oh, no.
Yes,
the Flash
I've
They're
games.
like
seen that
all
come up,
really,
yes.
really bad ports of mobile games. And,
I get it on my TV, so
yeah, there's obviously a lot of games you've heard of, like Jetpack Joyride, Miniclip 8-Ball Pool, and they're all on there.
Fruit
Some of
Ninja.
them. This
oh
one,
no, it was the Netflix ones I was thinking of. There's Netflix ones
Yeah.
on your TV as well. But continue.
yeah, I've seen them as well. But there's there's a lot of just like those little IO games. But there's one
Oh
on here
yes, you
called
still love them.
this banger title of a game called Homo Evolution.
No.
And I was like, wait, what? But it's just a game where you gotta evolve,
Of course.
humans out of lizards,
What-
and it was like, okay, it makes sense now.
It's like that game.
Surely
What's it
they
called?
came up with a
The
better title.
what's the one that people always used to play?
You're talking about some Spore.
Spore. That's it. It's like Spore.
Yeah, except 2D and really bad and questionably named.
So yeah, Spore was a trend. Was a real. I don't know what to say. A genre-changing game, I guess. I don't know how to. explain
I
what
don't know. I
Spore
think it was just its own thing.
Yeah.
Didn't really change any genres.
No, because the problem. So you say that too, Carl, like you just said there. You go to the arcade, and then there's these massive arcade machine versions of the similar knockoffs. Like there's a Flappy Birds type arcade machine.
Yeah.
It's
oh, yeah, I've seen that,
ridiculous. Yeah.
Whatever happened with that? You'd think what they should have done. You think Nintendo would have gone to the creator of it and gone, "We want 80% or something like that."
Well,
And they just
actually,
go, "Yep, you can have 80% of the revenue. That's fine. 20% is still fine with me." Rather than going, "You need to get rid of this game. It's got
Yeah.
our pipe. It's got our pipes in it,
it's funny because
and our fish that you've butchered and turned into a bird."
Yeah, there's like, so the arcade near me at Fountain Gate, there's Cruise and Blast, which is a Nintendo type game. Like, they publish it, I think. And the other one is Mario Kart Arcade GPX. And that's like, it's like their first and only Mario Kart game that's not on a console. It's an arcade machine.
Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know
Yeah.
they had a Mario Kart. That's cool.
Yeah,
miss
it's
the
not too
old-
bad. It's
The old officially licensed arcade games. Like there was a lot
Correct.
of Sega ones and
yes.
What did
Yeah.
gaming come up with, Jackson?
Sorry.
What did gaming come up with when you searched in incognito?
So you were right. After a while, I did see like, I wasn't sure it was Roblox, but it looked like a Roblox knockoff.
So you can tell, right? Because they're very colourful.
And Fortnite as well.
And
I'd say.
rainbowy.
There's like three Fortnites and like 2 Robloxes and a knockoff Roblox one.
I'm starting to think all I need to do for a thumbnail is have lots of bright colours and a photo of me or someone else going,
Yeah, Troy, use ChatGPT to give you a stupid thumbnail. It'll give you
Which is
that
what
reaction.
which is what I've done. Actually, I can show you the thumbnail
Don't
for.
pause frame that and clip that or whatever.
You don't do that. No. Not that anyone will ever do that.
I keep hearing this every time. There's a podcast I listen to. It's a soccer one, and when they say things that sound innuendo, they always say pause immediately after.
I'll be
Hold
back.
on,
It's on my tablet.
Okay, all right. Well, we'll try. Oh, what's that on your piano? Is that a keyboard on your piano? What am I looking at there? Okay, Siri, zoom in on that. No, Siri doesn't do that. It's a thing. Where did he go? Anyway,
just focused. It is a
Yeah.
keyboard.
Oh, last episode, Kyle, you mentioned about
That's my
the
keyboard
UFC.
for this
You
computer.
mentioned the UFC event. How did that
Stop
turn
using
Yeah.
out?
Well, that was it was right. I didn't think that any of the two main
here,
title
Bev.
fights were actually that great, but
Okay.
the fight before they started was pretty banger.
Okay.
Give me your bet.
Yuri Prohaska versus Roundtree Jr.,
Gotcha.
which was 2 rounds of Yuri getting absolutely mauled, but then in the third round he just decided to spaz out and absolutely demolish the other guy and won.
How does that work? That's the thing I
Hmm.
don't get in UFC. Is like the momentum shifts and like how can one person take advantage of that and then just like, oh, okay, I'm beaten down now. I had the momentum, but now I don't, and for some reason I'm just gonna lose now. It's
Mm.
like I feel like is it a sense like them giving up? Like what is? Would you have an
Now, some
understanding
people
of what
just don't have
the
the, like,
mentalities?
not as
Ah,
like they just
Oh,
gas out
oh,
way
wait.
quicker than others. Like
Yeah, because it's obviously different with other types of fighting, but like boxing, I
Mm.
guess is similar too. Like,
Yeah.
and then when it because does UFC do they ever come down to judging decisions, or is it mainly has to be
Yeah,
a result in
like
ring?
a lot of matches will come down to a decision,
Yeah,
and
okay.
they usually
Yeah,
are
it's
the more
this-
boring fights, but not all the time. Like sometimes it
Yeah.
comes to a decision because both the fighters are just aren't going to get knocked
Yeah.
out or submitted.
gotcha.
Like so, it does come down to points quite often.
Mhm.
But yeah, generally speaking, most of the fights that end in a knockout or a TKO are better. Like
Fair enough.
all right. So, this is the original thumbnail I came up with. Wait for it. Wait for it.
what in the Five Nights at
What?
Freddy's?
What is the AI picture of you?
It's
Your
not
hair's-
me.
Your hair's not that
It's not-
curly.
It's not me.
It looks
this is the-
kind of. Yeah, yeah,
The
yeah,
AI
yeah.
ones. So
It's Freddy, but he's an Ant-Man.
that's right. Well, it's meant to be like some sort of centipede. Hold on, let me get
Yeah.
out of that.
But
A
that's
human
just Freddy from Five
centipede.
Nights of whoa, so easy now.
Anyway, that's the new one. I think
Needs
I'm
more
quite
colour.
happy with the new one.
It needs more color, like you said earlier. Remember, rainbow colors. No, just kidding. Big contrast with your colors.
Well, the problem is like it doesn't really associate it with what it is. It's a horror game, so.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
But anyway, that was my my highlight was organizing and doing that thing. In fact, the first thumbnail, I kind of went to bed and I was like, I'm going to relax before bed and watch something. I'm like, well, I could do that, or I could make the thumbnail on my tablet. So I did.
Good stuff.
But
All right.
but yeah, there's I was meant to play a game earlier today, but I got to figure out what to play. What games should I play?
I saw
Basically,
you launched Rocket League earlier, but was that by mistake, or did you actually?
no, that was just I felt like playing it for like a couple of
Okay, fair
minutes.
enough,
So I played 3 games and then got frustrated with my teammates in 2 of the games.
understandable.
Yeah,
Kyle, did you have a little topic? You said. Did you?
He already said it.
Oh, did he? Oh, okay.
While you were
Jackson, what the
searching
heck,
gaming.
Jackson?
Look, I was up at 5 o'clock this morning, so shush.
Jackson, we were talking about Homo evolution.
Oh, sorry. Yes, the #1 game in all of the world. Stop playing Roblox. Stop playing Minecraft. Play
on
Homo Evolution.
Homo
Homo
Evolution.
Evolution. Yes, yes.
What's Homo evolution?
It's like Spore.
The history of the LGBT. No. Ooh,
That's where I was
dicey.
going to go. You put it in the butt. You put it in the butt.
You either got a pole or you got a hole. Thank you, Wog TV. Super
Sex
Wog.
head with Jackson.
No. There's a clip on Instagram I saw earlier today. It was from Super Wog, and they're pretending to be police people, and like they're interviewing this
Oh, yeah.
lady. That their pronouns are they them, and he goes, "What do you mean they them? That's plural. They either got a hole or they got a pole."
Turns out a hole can go in a hole.
Got it?
I don't know. You tell me.
You said it. All right, go.
You know, Jackson, they're just kind of.
Okay. Yes.
Go
Yes,
Power
Anyway,
Rangers.
took her
Courtney,
something.
could you make me that decaf copy, please?
ASAP. All
Thank
right.
you.
So my topic I want to discuss is now. Last episode, Troy discussed this word, and Kyle also mentioned part of this thing. The topic is Orwellian because I had never heard of that word
Right.
before until
Now,
Troy
where have
said
you
it.
been living?
Yeah, exactly.
Over there
Uncultured swine.
in the corner under that small
then-
rock.
And then while I spoke to Jackson earlier, and when he told me the topic because we spoke on the phone, I go, "Oh, okay," and he starts telling me about it. And funny thing, Carl, did you know that George Orwell wrote Animal Farm? I didn't know that.
Yeah, that his two most famous books would be Animal Farm and 1984.
Yeah,
where
I
have you
didn't know
been
that he
living?
wrote Animal Farm though.
We had to
Actually,
read
you don't
and
even know
watch
what
Animal
I had
Farm
to
at school.
explain to you what Animal Farm was, and that's because I saw the cartoon that they made
Yeah, I know.
for war, as war propaganda back in like I don't
The
know
40s.
yeah,
20s?
it was actually the 40s.
Okay, there you go.
Now that I think about it, it was actually a really good animation for its time.
Hmm. Fair enough.
But anyway, Jackson wants to talk about George Orwell.
So,
Georgie boy.
so because when you mentioned the word when you mentioned the word Orwellian,
Orwellian.
Carl we kind of spoke over Carl because he mentioned 1984, and I'm like, what's that all about? And it turns out it was one of the books that George Orwell wrote, aka his real name, Eric Arthur Blair. Dun 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 dun.
Which
Yes, he
He's
had
very
a
proud of that.
very British sounding.
yeah. Well, I immediately thought he's related to Tony Blair, but I don't think he was. Just
Well,
because they got the
the
same
weird
last
thing
name.
is like his original name, very British.
Yes.
His writing name, George Orwell, quite westernized, but he was actually Indian, and that was
Correct.
He
He was born
know,
in India.
This is
and
something
yeah.
Jackson told me earlier too.
and obviously his writing was going to be a lot more popular and marketable if he wasn't, if he was portrayed as a British man.
Mm.
Hmm.
Yeah, he's
Well, yeah, even though he was born in India, he was of British descent, wasn't he?
correct. Yeah,
Yeah,
his
but
mum and dad are both British.
I think, yeah,
but because his dad was working in the colony over in India at the time, in East India.
Well, that's kind of the same. A lot of people that are who have been in that situation, especially during that time period, they were kind of just given like they were made British citizens and all that.
yeah, well, that's when the whole country back then was known as British India because it was like colonized. So, yeah. Reading
So I
1984 was a good read. The actual old movie was pretty good too. Very faithful to the book. But
Yeah, see, I'd seen the Animal Farm animation, but I hadn't seen the 1982?
84.
84. What was it? Why was it called that? Because it takes place like 40 years in the future or something.
Yeah, and basically there's three world powers, and he's just constantly. Everything is just under total government control. It is pretty much what he thought the world would be like if the government had the absolute authority over everyone and everything, and they shape the narrative in the news, and constantly there's like a whole division of people whose job it is to rewrite history and to suit the narrative of what the party wants people to hear. So yeah,
because that's where Big Brother came from and all that, wasn't it?
Yep, yeah.
That's
So
what
in
I
the
thought.
book, in the movie, every single person inside their workplace, inside their house, all has a screen where they're constantly being watched, and it's also constantly playing propaganda.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Jeez.
Huh.
Sorry.
That's weird. Kind of.
What?
Yeah. Wait. Is this? But this.
Shutting down.
Is this fantasy? I'm confused. This is already a thing. People are already doing this. This is normal.
At this point, you probably might as well call it a documentary.
Yeah. There's already like 3 superpowers in the world: China, Russia, and America. So,
China, Russia, and
Canada.
Nepal. Oh,
well.
at least you didn't say France.
And the French.
And those damn French.
Oh, I have an embarrassing story to say. Well, not really embarrassing, but I was working at a hotel and at a pub, and there was I went to get a bit of lunch, and I went to pay for it, and the guy behind the bar was Italian, and for some reason I went to French because he asked me how the food was. I'm like, oh, magnifique. And he's like, no, that's French.
You say magnifique, and he vomits on you.
But yeah, anyway, that's a little tangent. So I was curious because I'm like, all right, so his real name's not George Orwell. His name was Eric. And I'm like, why did he change his name? And apparently it was to avoid embarrassing his family with the controversial content of his first book. All right. Down out in Paris and London, which depicted his time in poverty. He also desired to create a more idealized persona for himself and chose the name George Orwell to reflect his connection to English tradition, as St. George is the patron saint of England and the River Orwell is a place he knew and admired. Which is
where was Orwell, the river?
Yes, a river was somewhere where he grew up, or he
was in India.
It was a place he knew, and I guess I don't know how long he was until when he moved back to India, back to England.
Orwell doesn't sound like a English name for anything.
Not typically.
I mean, it does now when you think about it, but that's because of how it's been adopted because of him.
Yeah.
Anyway, Jackson, tell me, can you think of any Orwellian, any theoretical Orwellian societies or Orwellian worlds?
Are you dystopian worlds?
Yeah, basically dystopian worlds. Yes.
Well, I guess because like we mentioned, like Big Brother was based on 1984. Just a side note on that, they're bringing it back. There's a new season of Big Brother coming back, and it's gonna be filmed on the Gold Coast. But
God, no, please!
It's like it's weird. It's weird though, because like I feel like there's a shift there's a shift in the pop culture world or like in media where what once was old is now cool again because they're bringing back old stuff that everyone loved at one time, and yeah, it's a circle of.
Can you please leave the house?
This is Big Brother. I've just done
Jackson.
This is Big Brother.
Big Brother has noticed you're not wearing pants.
That's
all right, Big Brother. I'm showing you now. I'm wearing shorts.
What was the room called? Please head to the communication room or something.
No,
what was it called? The room
or something? Or...
Yeah,
that's
please
right.
head to the diary room. Jackson sits down. Do you think it's appropriate to be wearing to not be wearing pants in my house, Jackson?
Do you remember how much they tried to scalp off that show? Because I remember it was like it used to be like nearly every night, every 7 o'clock or something. They used to broadcast episodes, but then like after like 11:30, they do the Big Brother up late
after hours
dark
or something. After dark, that's it.
Uncut.
Yes. There was uncut. There was after dark. And they switched it around.
Yeah, supposedly
you could see him in the hot tub.
Want to see this guy take a shit?
No, 16. Most interesting. You want to see this guy get up and make himself a midnight snack and then go back to bed?
16-year-old me, when we had a small TV in our family back in Cleve. This was me, 16-year-old, when that show came on. I was like really up close to the TV. Where are they?
That was really abrupt zoom in on the camera. That actually looked. That was well
Scary?
done. Yeah, it did actually give me almost a fright.
I'm going to come through the camera into your screen and pop out.
It actually felt like I was playing a horror game, yeah.
Sorry to do that.
I want to try it now, but I don't think
well, you asked me what would be an Orwellian scene or whatever. We discussed about like
anything.
So the futuristic ideas about how hover cars and all that stuff, and that there kind of are hover cars. They're called drones and helicopters.
That's not
a dystopian or Orwellian kind of thing. That's just an advancement in technology.
I
guess that's
the closest
more of a
thing to Orwellian in today's society would actually be the modern day UK, because it's become a lot of the things Orwell talked about. Like, you've written something on the internet, like you've made a mean tweet and you have police rock up to your house and you're getting arrested.
It's crazy that there's videos of that and more than one.
The US is like that too, though. They get swatted, and that's because
US is different when it comes to that. There's a lot more. There's a lot more invade. Like they have more rights in regards to that. We're heading in that direction. You can't tell me here in Australia you might not get you don't get arrested or you don't get charged or something bad doesn't happen because you said the wrong thing.
Within the last couple of days, and it hasn't been widely broadcast, but the Australian Federal Police have started a task force, which is it's going to be like the UK. And it's all about social cohesion. So if you're saying things against the government and blah, 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 this, that, and the other, it's going to get to the point where you're going to get locked up.
Carl, you seem very well like inversed with this, or you know a bit about this. So I'm assuming have you read 1984?
He just
read it. Yeah,
read it.
So my question to you is like the reason why he called it 1984 because he thought that was like far enough in the future enough that this kind of stuff would become
well, like when did he write it? That 1984 was written in 1949. So yeah, I guess that was what he thought the near future was going to be.
Right.
Jackson,
okay.
you got to start paying attention, buddy, because
Well, look,
you're
I don't
asking the
read-
same questions as me.
Sorry. No, well, just my own.
You're worse than me going, huh? What? What did you say?
Because at the same time, I'm sort of trying to read through this Orwellian wiki, so I'm sorry.
Okay, I'll give you since you're struggling with it a lot, Jackson, and Kyle, you can give one afterwards. I'll give you two examples that I thought of off the top of my head. So, an Orwellian society would be like one in the High Castle, which is the Man in the High Castle, which is basically where the Nazis won World War II and America got split between the Japanese and the Nazi Germany.
Okay.
So you imagine half of America, like I'm trying to think which is the West Coast. What's the furthest? Is LA on the West Coast? California, LA. So LA would be owned by the Nazis, right? And then what's the next? What's on the other side? New York. New York was owned by the Japanese.
Okay.
And in the TV show, in the Netflix, I think it was a Netflix series. They do a really good job of reflecting what society would. Prime, was it? Yeah. They do a really good job of reflecting what American society would look like if it was taken over by Nazis in one area. So it's all this pristine, everything clean, everyone's got to do the right thing. They all dress the same. And if the Japanese took over the other side, which means a lot more people, a lot more busy traffic and all that, and it gives you a lot of insight into what the world could have been like. For example, like one of the main characters teaches his son, like he's one of the Americans that that joined the Nazi party and basically became a Nazi, and he's teaching his son that people with disabilities, for example, should be essentially put down. Should be what's the word? Not castrated. What is it called when
euthanized?
Euthanized. They should be euthanized. He's teaching his son is learning that in school, and then his son finds out that he finds out his son has got like some really bad genetic disorder. So he's essentially become a disabled person, or he's going to become a disabled person. And the guy's struggling with the fact that he's been teaching his son and he's been preaching this, but he doesn't want that to happen to his son. And the worst thing that happens is the son finds out what's wrong with him and self-reports.
Oh.
And the last thing the guy sees is his son getting into a van where he knows they're going to take him away and kill him. And he's like, just basically like, don't worry, Dad, I'm doing the right thing.
Oh, wow. Jeez.
It gets pretty bad. Another example of an Orwellian society is, well, the Fallout franchise. That leans more to dystopian, but the society afterwards, or what happens afterwards, is very Orwellian in the sense that how the world is.
There's another really good movie that was heavily inspired by 1984 called Equilibrium. If you've ever seen that, with Christian Bale. And basically, all the government's in total control of everything, and emotions are banned, and everyone's forced to take this drug that completely suppresses emotions.
Yes.
Yeah. And then it's the same thing. His wife, in that, he's a high-ranking, like government officer, agent dude, and his wife gets reported on. Yeah, and gets reported on by his own son. And they put her in the incineration chamber.
Jeez, Louise.
And he struggles
Christian
with it a little
Bale
bit.
and then Christian Bale does the natural human thing of killing every single person. It's just
doesn't. He stops. He's struggling with how he's feel. Like he doesn't know what's. Yeah. He's like something's not right. So he stops taking the pill himself, and he experiences, what it feels like to have emotion again. And he gets angry, he gets sad, he gets everything all at once. And then he goes on a major killing spree, killing a bunch of people, as Carl said.
There's the part where they find out he has a puppy hidden in the boot of his car, so he just murks every single person around him. And then at the end, when he finds out that the leader of the government himself doesn't take the pills, he's just like,
"This is
what?"
Doesn't he incite a rebellion and get everybody to stop taking the pills completely?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
This might be the silliest thing to say, but is the movie WALL-E Orwellian?
Kind of.
That's definitely dystopian.
I thought the same thing. I thought the exact same thing. Kind of, because when you think about what the people like in the spaceship,
Yeah.
Like none of them
Lazy
can move.
shits.
None of them move, and they bump into each other, and it's like a car accident. Like the guy's on the ground, like I can't get up.
Yeah. So interesting enough, on this is what I'm was fascinated by. So on the Orwellian Wikipedia, it says see also, and there's alternative facts, brainwashing, double speak award,
Yeah.
indoctrination, mass surveillance, which you could say it's Big Brother as well, one party state. We got police brutality, police state, political prisoner, and totalitarianism.
What was that?
The,
double speech? What was double speech again?
Double speech is
Double
one of
speech
like
the
code.
it's one of the the main points of 1984 in the book itself. So the government revises the entire language to simplify it down so it has less words, so people are less better at communicating. And then they also have really
as much.
And then they have really weird. So if something's bad, they're not allowed to use the word bad, so or good, but well, they are allowed to use the word good, but only if it's in something that the government wants me to talk about. So instead of saying something's really bad, they say it's double plus not good, or like it's really it's to stupefy the population.
Yes, that's funny. It's a little was obviously a Wikipedia for this as well. It says the Double Speak Award was a humorous award in the US. It was described as an ironic tribute to public speakers who have perpetrated language that is grossly deceptive, evasive, euphemistic, confusing, or self-centered.
I know the best people. People have told me how great I am. I don't think I'm that great, but other people have told me I'm amazing.
And
apparently, this award was discontinued in 2022. So what a shame.
I would stop the war within a month.
But it's interesting because like I see police brutality and well, not really police state, but police brutality that happens a lot in the US. I don't know if that's something you could say is similar to Orwellian, but
yeah.
There's to a degree, but also to on the other side of the argument when it comes to specifically American police, they don't know if the person they're going to pull over or talk to has a gun or not.
Yeah.
Like they're operating under the information that assume they have a gun because most people have a gun. Like that's their thought process. Whereas here in Australia, for example, the police pull you over and they're like, assume the guy's going to be a complete and total asshole and not let us do our job. What? You pulled me over because of my number plate? My number because it's an altered number plate.
Does the book 1984? Is there any mention of police brutality or anything like that, or is it not really?
Well, pretty much anyone who does anything against the government gets ganged by the police and then taken back to a torture facility.
Yeah, right.
And retrainment or something.
Oh,
I imagine.
They give them the opportunity to go through re-education. Yeah.
You ever seen the Simpsons episode where Ned Flanders is in control? The Halloween episode where Homer uses the toaster that takes him to different alternate timelines or alternate dimensions. Seen that one, Jackson?
I could not remember. The only thing I can remember Ned Flanders wise is that everyone's dressed up as Ned Flanders. Is that the same one?
That's the one, yeah.
Okay, yes, then I've seen that one.
And they all come up and it's time for your, and they've got the smile things.
Yes, okay.
Make sure to get that big smile. What the hell are you smiling at?
Yeah, I do. I do remember that one. That was very concerning.
Another really famous book in the Orwellian vein is that book called Fahrenheit 451, which is like. It's in a future where the government's in total control, and then there's people who have the job of being a fireman, but instead of going around putting out fires, they confiscate literature and burn all the books, so people can't learn. And
it's interesting they didn't have this book in these notable works. They didn't have this book listed in these notable works. In these notable works, they've got listed Down Out in Paris and London, The Road to Wigan Pier.
451's not by Orwell.
Oh.
It's like kind of inspired by.
Oh, sorry. Okay, apologies.
So, is it similar to how there's a lot of Lovecraftian books written out there by people who were inspired by H.P. Lovecraft?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty much.
Okay. There's like a famous. I forgot what it's called. There's like a famous. I don't mean to sidetrack, but there's like a well-known Lovecraftian style book called like The Man in the Yellow Dress or something in the yellow, the Woman in the Yellow Dress. I don't know, but it was like
The King in Yellow.
The King in Yellow. That's the one. Yeah, and I thought that was written by him, but it turns written by HP, but it was actually written by someone else who was inspired by HP Lovecraft.
Yeah. But it is, ironically, it is known as one of the most famous Lovecraftian bits of media and like writing.
Yeah, but he didn't write it.
No.
It's just his style, so there you go. But it's interesting how there's people out there who have written books and literature that have inspired entire like
genres of writing,
genres of literature and other things. Like like how Tolkien inspired fantasy.
So he's written 1, 2, 3.
I don't
4,
think he did.
5,
No,
6,
there was
7,
books
8,
before that.
He's written. He had 9 novels. Burmese Days, A Clergyman's Daughter, Keep the Aspirator Flying, Coming Up for Air, Animal Farm in 1994, Down Now, Road to Wigan, Home to Catalonia. I think he spent time in Spain when they had the Spanish Civil War as well. I think maybe, I'm not sure, because he did mention there was something mentioned that there's a plaque for him in Spain somewhere. I can't remember which town or region, but
I need to read more books.
Books. I can't read.
That's the thing. Like, it can be at times it can be hard to find things to read, but when you do find something that is genuinely will pique your interest, you will enjoy it.
Do you think? Because I always hear people like there's a YouTube channel I watch Game Grumps, and one of the guys on there is he loves reading books, and I can't understand the pros of reading a book, like specifically like if it's a fiction or non-fiction. Well, I guess more fiction, I guess.
What do you mean the pros? You don't understand the pros
what
of
you
reading
get from reading books. What you get from reading books.
A fiction book or non-fiction book?
Well,
reading,
both,
I'd say, is very mentally stimulating. Like, especially when you start to mentally visualize what you're reading. It's like, 1984.
Great.
This is double plus good.
Oh yeah, growth. Feel that synapses.
Mental growth.
I mean, specifically for things that are like non-fiction, Jackson. Well, educational purposes, you learn more and stuff like that. Yeah, and also just, for example, autobiographies, you can pick up from someone's experience and go, maybe I can apply that to my life, etc. But but for things like fantasy, it just helps you. It just helps inspire imagination and well, not just inspire imagination, but also ideas and thinking. Because remember that this I'm going to get it wrong again. 1984. Is that right? Yeah.
Yes.
It's remember that it's technically a fantasy. It's not real. It's not a real thing.
It's just someone's ideas.
But it makes you kind of think about that sort of scenario and how that would play out and what would lead to that. And that's why people are going, what the hell, when it comes to these digital ID things, is because that's the kind of thing that would be in that sort of scenario where because the difference between an ID and a digital ID isn't the fact that like it's on your phone. It's the fact that your ID is just a physical card, while it's digital ID, it's the government has it, right? And even though the government has your details and all that, because for your regular ID, the fact that it's on your phone means they can actually use your phone, for example, to pinpoint your exact location, so they know where you are all the time.
Yeah. So I can't help but finding myself here Googling what happened in 1984 in the world. So there was an assassination of a Indian prime minister, which led to anti-Sikh riots across India. The Sino-British joint declaration, China and the UK signed the treaty agreeing to the peaceful handover of Hong Kong to China.
Yes.
A large-scale strike began in the UK as miners protested the National Coal Board's plan to close collieries. The Soviet Union and other communist countries boycotted the Summer Olympics in LA.
Oh.
The Brunei independence from the UK. Some tragedies where there was military accidents. The Soviet Union experienced a severe military disaster with munition fires at a Northern Fleet naval base and a gas tragedy somewhere in India. Apple Macintosh released its revolutionary personal computer, which featured a groundbreaking graphical user interface. The minivan makes its
That's right.
debut.
You can get 3 megabytes.
The first spacewalk, the NASA Space Shuttle mission STSB, whatever, achieved the first untethered spacewalk in history. And then, get this, the PG-13 rating was introduced in America. And this one's for you, Troy. The Summer Olympics were held in LA, featuring the debut of the Dream Team for the US men's basketball team.
Ooh.
There you go.
What, the first time the Dream Team appeared?
Yeah, I guess the concept of the Dream Team, I guess was floated.
Which is just, do you know what the Dream Team is, right?
Yes, I do know. It's the best of the Americans' national basketball team.
It's just their basketball team.
Yeah.
It's just a name, yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know if in the book, Carl, any of that what he writes is reflecting what actually happened in 1994.
I don't think so.
Well, like, is anything that happens in the book pretty much happening now?
Well,
Apart from,
kind of.
Mass government surveillance.
North Korea.
I mean, in a localized sense,
Hold
I
on.
wouldn't say the whole world is at a stage of that.
No. Well, I guess you could say, technically.
Uh,
Because
Yeah, I think,
sorry, go on.
when you think of stuff like that, there's the saying, life imitating art. But,
Get on the ground.
you'd
Sorry.
probably class
It's-
Orwellian as life imitating art, but in the worst way possible.
It's not really government surveillance specifically. It's more companies that are doing it, but
Privates,
the government is
yeah.
letting them do it, and the government is also like, yeah, you can keep doing that. Just give us the extra information. Let us know what's going on.
Literally the plot of Watch Dogs 2.
That's the thing. So, have you guys ever heard of Edward Snowden?
Yes.
no.
He was a government whistleblower in the US, and he was an intelligence analyst, and he's the one who came to the shocking realization that the NSA, so like the National Security Mob in America, were spying on everyone, like everyone they possibly could be, not just
Celebrities as well.
enemies of the state, but just everyone.
Yeah.
Like-
Celebrities were
And
made.
then-
Lo
and behold, when he blew the whistle, they trying to put him in prison for treason and whatnot. That's why he is living in. He's living in Russia. He has like a special, like, passport.
wow.
He's like got
Mm.
government refuge in a country where he knows that they can't get him.
What
Smart.
happened to Julian Assange?
He's back in
Assange.
Australia. Well, I think
He's
he
back.
is. Or
Is
is he
he?
UK?
Yeah, no, he is back in
I thought he-
Australia.
He was back in
Oh,
Australia.
good. I thought he was extradited to the US to face trial.
Oh,
no,
they were
that
trying to do
was-
the same thing to him. Pretty much
Yeah.
what they're doing to Snowden, but
That's what
I'm
I
pretty
mean,
sure
yeah.
our government has said, like, hey, we're not giving him to you. Like, go away.
Yeah. So
I'm just imagining that conversation.
Hey,
Now,
can you
Mr.
talk to
Trump.
this guy?
I'm trying to do I can't do his voice. Can't do.
one thing that also happened in 1994, Australian banks are deregulated.
Wait, yeah, they're deregulated. What?
Yes.
Are they still deregulated? That would explain a lot.
Probably, yeah.
Well, here's the ridiculous thing. So I don't know if this is true or not, but I've heard that in other countries like the US and the UK, that the banks have to give a fixed rate when it comes to interest rates, and that we're the only ones who have variable rates.
Okay.
Jackson,
that
are you
might-
struggling to understand
No,
this, or-
no. I know exactly what you mean. I'm just like, why is that the case though? That we supposedly are the only Western country that does that. That's
I don't know. I that's why I'm sitting there going, I don't know if it's true, but I believe that's what I heard. I don't know where I heard it.
Is it a thing was it a thing because that's why the Aussie dream at one point was to own your own house? Is that probably why?
I honestly have no idea, but from my understanding, so if that's true, right, people would get an interest rate and they'd lock it in, and I think it would be permanent, right?
Yeah.
Or it would only be adjusted in certain situations, right? Whereas here, you get a fixed rate. It's a temporary fixed rate. It's not permanent. And then they offer you a new fixed rate that's higher or probably, well, it's definitely probably higher. Or they go, we'll put you on the lower variable rate, and then obviously the variable rate suddenly goes up.
Yeah.
Which is what happens. But I found it interesting that other countries don't have variable rates. They have a set fixed interest rate.
Yeah, okay.
I don't. Again, I'm not. I'm trying to remember where I heard it from.
I
But
wonder if it's also maybe not just like to do with like owning your own home or the Aussie dream, but it might be also to help flow the economy or something. Make sure that the economy is strongish, maybe.
I don't know, but it would make sense why that's why our banks earn like are the top earners when it comes to banks in the entire world. Because we've got such a small population, it's a bit weird that our bank specifically earns so much more money than other banks in other countries. Like that doesn't make sense to me.
There has to be some sus.
What is the group that dictates interest here in Australia? That's the RBA, isn't it? The Reserve Bank.
Yeah, Reserve Bank of Australia.
And they're like, all right, this is what we want. This is the numbers we want to hit, and all the big four banks.
It's like used to be every 3 or 4 months they'd come out and say, all right, lowers interest rates are fixed, they're staying the same, they're not changing.
No, that's only over the past couple of years because of how everything's been up and down because of COVID and all this
to combat inflation.
Yeah, to combat inflation.
Allegedly.
Like they don't. Interest rates don't usually go up by 0.25% every couple of months or down by 0.25 every couple of months. They don't usually go up and down that much.
No. And the other thing too is, right, the reason why it keeps coming out like when there's interest rates rise or whatever, they're like, yeah, this is all well and good if they go low, but can our pay wages go up as well? Because, that'd be great. But that's...
we're living in a state of things now where our pay wages don't match our rate of inflation.
Correct.
I think that's a point of contention for the whole cost of living crisis.
Correct. The cost of living outweighs basically income, essentially.
I don't know what you're talking about. I think it's perfectly fine where it is.
Yeah, well, for some of us, yes, I would agree, Troy.
If you say anything otherwise, I'm going to have you bashed by the cops and re-educated.
I don't know.
Vote Troy for Prime Minister.
I know what you're talking about. I'm not struggling, so I guess just eat, just have Jackson, just have less avocado on toast, all right?
And don't buy
coffees. Yeah, exactly.
Don't buy coffees. Stop buying coffees. No, legit, people actually should stop buying coffees. It's a bit ridiculous. But that's the funniest
point, though. It's like, you could spend less coffee and you save more money for a house.
They're not wrong. They're not wrong.
Well, I remember Dad, because my dad is quite old, as we know. But I remember him saying how there was a public uproar back in the day when coffee went from 5 to 10 cents a cup. And I was just like, oh, yeah.
Meat pies for 25
Fries
cents.
and $8.50.
Yeah,
well, when you think about it back then, right, 5 to 10 cents is like going from $5 to $10. So there would be a massive outcry in that regard.
Yeah.
Every now and then the ABC on their Facebook page or YouTube shorts will play old interview clips from back in the 60s and 70s. And there's couples lining up to buy a house, and how much did you spend on this property? Oh, it was $8,000, and it was a bit more than we wanted to spend, and I'm just like, what?
Yes, unfortunately, it is the way things are at the moment. But with that sort of with like how it's all happened with wages and increase and all that, people do have to take some small personal responsibility in regards to all that. Like, I'll give you an example. A friend of ours, a friend of Jackson of mine, sent a photo of them holding this donut, right, with a piece of bacon on it. It was $8. It was $8.80 or cents. So it was $8.80 for this donut with this small strip of bacon. And I sent them a comment saying, "That's great. You bought yourself a $4 donut and you got yourself a piece of bacon for $4." And it made me think of it. It made me think, well, that's the funny thing. You look at restaurants and all that, they upcharge and sell bacon by like so much. Like you go to any even fast food places, you want a piece of bacon in your burger, well, it's not going to cost you $1, even though it's only worth about 30 cents to actually like the piece of bacon. No, we're going to sell it to you. We're going to sell it to you for $3, and that's just at fast food places. But the problem is people keep buying them. They keep buying burgers and adding bacon. Keep buying donuts and adding bacon.
I had a point to Troy when we were discussing this. I was thinking that do we in Australia either have a high demand for bacon, or B, do we view bacon as an American food item?
That's true, yes. But not really. And no, we don't really have a high demand for bacon. It's just restaurants, for example, know that they can upcharge it and people will still buy it. And that's the problem. That's the problem we're running in with when it comes to a lot of things. Like like people talk about how the cost of living and all that has gone up, right? And like this is like everything's gone up. But the problem is people are also still paying that money for it. And it's partly a supply and demand issue, right? If everybody, I'll give you an example. If everybody's having kids and they're buying nappies, they're going to put the price of nappies up because it's a supply and demand thing. But if half those people that used to buy nappies just like had cloth ones, which is harder to deal with all that stuff, if half of them just switched to cloth nappies, they'd have an oversupply of nappies and they'd have to drop the price.
Mm.
And unfortunately, that's part of the issue is everything's going up in value. Instead of people going, instead of people doing something about it and going, I'm not going to buy a coffee because I can't afford it, or I'm not going to do this. I'm going to penny pinch. Instead, they still buy the fucking Coles cheese and then bitch and complain on TikTok about how this, I was going to make myself a pizza, but, you know, it's like, how the fuck does a homemade pizza cost $50? Well, maybe if you didn't buy a fucking shredded cheese, you dickhead, and you bought yourself a block of cheese for the same price, you could make 20 pizzas
take it
with
easy.
that.
Take it easy, old man.
Fucking TikTok.
Oh, that's your first one. Just delete TikTok for going on.
Take some personal responsibility, you dickheads. It's not you are the economy.
Don't be the problem, be the solution. I say.
If Jim Jones was more financially responsible, he could have afforded real Kool-Aid.
Oh fuck! I should have just gotten on the spaceship with him.
I don't know about that one. Yeah. All right. Well, we've reached the hour mark. There was something I wanted to bring up, but I think I'll save it for another episode because I think it's kind of a funny thing. Because Carl, Troy and I had a lost recording, and there was a certain bit on that recording that was so good, and it kind of fed into what I wanted to bring up on the side of that. But we'll do it next time. So, yeah, we'll do that. Now, do you want to play Troy's outro or my outro first?
Oh, you did an outro.
I don't have an outro. No, I've got my usual outro. So Jackson's outro will be good. We'll go with his.
All right. So thank you guys for listening, watching. Yes, and we'll see you all next episode.
That was my favorite episode.
Oh, that's right.
Ask me when you're 12, son.
Daddy, what's masturbation?
I should have done that way around.
Hey, don't worry, mate. In the sea, there are fish.
Yeah, I know that, man.
So I could quickly come out with an outro.
You could be listening to instead.
I could come up with an outro.
Quickly.
Let's see.
And that's when we get the copyright strike.
Avenge me, brother! Brother, avenge me! Death is a preferable alternative to communism.